It is so good to be here with you. I'm so happy to be back in Indiana, and it's so good to see your faces, even if I can only half see them.
We are back in the Marilyn and Eugene Glick Indiana History Center.
We're a small audience here in the theater, but we're virtual coast to coast.
And we welcome you whether you are here with us physically or if you are joining us from the comfort of your home.
You're in for a great evening.
The Indianapolis Naval Reserve Armory. Ground was broken in 1936, and by 1938, October 29th to be exact, the building was opened officially. And it's exciting to say that this year, Riverside High School will graduate its inaugural class of seniors.
Well, for those of you who've seen me before, you know that the biggest character in my family is my papa. This is a man who one day I went around the road and he had put a chain up across the road and we charged people 25 cents to get through.
And that would become his angle. Selling the coaches on the shoe. That would be his ticket to making the Converse All-Star, which with the addition of his signature to the ankle patch in 1932 would forever be known as the Chuck Taylor Converse All-Star, his ticket to making it the most popular basketball shoe of its day. And in doing so, make himself a household name known throughout the world today, and quite possibly the world's most successful shoe salesman.
Lying on that emergency room gurney, I could imagine how Mama Jean would greet me. God damn it! I knew you'd end up like this, I just knew it! When a psychiatrist friend came over and tried to clinically and gingerly explain the next steps for treating my alcoholism, cut to the chase, doctor. Are we going to have to lock him up? The answer was yes.
In October, most people passed it by, but the newspapers in the back pages had started printing small stories about young men who were sick with the flu. The Surgeon General of Indiana said, everything's fine, some people are sick, but certainly no one's dying. And what you're hearing from Europe, it's just not going to happen here. It's hauntingly familiar.
At that kitchen table, I learned the power of storytelling. I learned the power of repetition, and I learned how those stories knit us together. You know, sometimes those stories would be so good that they'd fly out and they'd buzz around our ears and then they'd fly out of our mouths all over the west side of Evansville and pollinate until they got stretched and retold and then scrapped for the next one.
Well, I'd like to sing you a ballad, if that's okay with you. A ballad is a story song, and these songs are hundreds of years old, and they come from the British Isles, or as my granddad says, across the big pond. He called his servant to his side, said, go and quickly find her. He said, go to the town, my friend, find the one named Barbary Allen.
And George, hat in hand, made his way to his father's grave. And he looked down and tears fell from his eyes onto the fresh dirt. And he apologized to his father and he tried to make him understand. And that's when he heard a woman's voice, a female voice saying, George, sweetheart. And he turned, and coming up out of a mound of dirt underneath the oak tree was a figure clad in a long white dress with a veil covering the face.
I lit a match and held it up to the end of the cigar. I said, now, it's just like drinking a milkshake. And as the cigar burned down, my brother's color changed. He began to look like old stewed cabbage, ugly green that should have been thrown out a few days ago. That's the day my daddy quit smoking, because he said that my little brother Joe, on one day, smoked enough for our whole family.